Well, hi, everybody. We welcome you into a Monday edition of Gold and Blue Now. I'm Tony Caridi. The Mountaineers trying to bounce back after Saturday's very disappointing and surprising 38-35 loss to the Louisville Cardinals. Up next, the Cincinnati Bearcats. West Virginia finds itself right now in a tie for fourth place in the Big East Conference, tied with both Connecticut and the Pitt Panthers. A lot has to happen here for West Virginia over the next 3 games if the Mountaineers are going to move toward the top of the Big East Conference standings. It all starts with Saturday's game coming up against Cincinnati. After Saturday's game against Louisville was over, Mountaineer players looked ahead to what must be done to knock off Cincinnati this coming weekend.
We got to keep playing, We got 3 games left. We've been in this situation many times before, This is, the 3rd or 4th year straight, We've been in this type of situation. So we just got to play out the next couple games and, that's all we can do, honestly.
Just come back out and, have a good practice and, just look forward. This game is over with and just got to move forward with it.
Well, back on Tuesday of last week, Dana Holgorsen said that the Big East Conference is the most competitive league he's ever been in. Not necessarily the best league he's ever been in, but week to week the most competitive. Cincinnati continues to show that. A year ago, Butch Jones's Bearcats had a losing record, and right now they stand in first place in the Big East Conference standings. They are 7-1 overall. How are they doing it? Well, they're putting up a lot of points. In fact, they lead the conference in scoring. They're averaging 39 points per game, 1 point better than West Virginia. They're second in the Big East Conference in rushing. They're averaging 194 on the ground. Their lead back is Isaiah Peet. Also, they've scored 22 rushing touchdowns. Defensively, Cincinnati's rush defense is rated first in the conference. Passing defense, they're second to last, but that doesn't necessarily mean that West Virginia will have great success. Keep in mind that Syracuse was at the bottom of the conference in pass defense, and they went on to beat West Virginia. Quarterback-wise, it's Zach Collaros. He is back, and he is playing well. He's thrown for 14 touchdowns on the season, over 1,500 yards. A year ago, West Virginia knocked off the Bearcats here in Morgantown. For more on that, here's Chip Fontanazza.
For the second year in a row, WVU will face Cincinnati following a loss, and in last year's game, the Mountaineers finished with a much-needed victory. West Virginia was coming off back-to-back losses against both Syracuse and UConn, and things started off fast for the Mountaineers, with Tavon Austin scoring on a 32-yard touchdown pass from Geno Smith, and Austin would score again in that quarter. The Mountaineers began to take complete control of this game. In the second quarter, slot receiver Jock Sanders scampered down the sideline for a 48-yard touchdown reception, and he would score again with 7 minutes to go before halftime. Also, before the end of the half, WVU would get a safety after UC quarterback Zach Collaros committed a penalty in the end zone. West Virginia had no major problems with the Bearcats in the second half, and the Mountaineers would score again on a 13-yard run by senior running back Noel Devine to make the final score 37-10. With your Mountaineer Flashback on Metro News Television, I'm Chip Fontanazza.
While the Mountaineer football team continues to prepare for Cincinnati, the Mountaineer basketball team is getting ready for its regular season opener this coming Friday night here in Morgantown against Oral Roberts. Of course, the Mountaineers were stunned last Friday by Northern Kentucky. A three-pointer with 1 second to go beats WVU 77-74. How much can we make of it? Well, Mountaineer players say they will make it a learning experience.
A lot. We be learning a lot, and we're gonna learn a lot, because we're gonna be good, but we just need to listen and improve everything in the game and play better defense.
It's not the end of the world, but it's close to it. We have to get this thing turned around real quick, and we have to get everybody buying in, and we have to play together as a unit. And until we do that, we're gonna be a mediocre team.
Dennis Kalichla did not play in that exhibition game against Northern Kentucky. Inflammation of the knee, according to head coach Bob Huggins. He is expected to be in the lineup this weekend against Oral Roberts. By the way, that game tips off at 9 o'clock Friday night at the Coliseum. And the Mountaineer football game time has been set for Cincinnati. WVU and the Bearcats will kick it off at noon on Saturday inside Paul Brown Stadium. That'll do it for us. Thanks so much for watching. This has been a Monday edition of Gold and Blue Now.